Hello, everyone, and I am here with some fairly big news. I'm not sure if you've heard it yet, but if not, now you have. Tyson Foods, you know the one, like the second biggest world's producer of chicken, beef, pork. Yeah, that Tyson Foods, so many times called out on their inhumane treatment of chickens, especially horrible undercover videos that have exposed some of the really nasty things that have happened to chickens. I believe that they've also been featured in a couple of the documentaries that were undercover, and we saw even how some of the workers were treated badly. Yeah, that Tyson Foods. Okay, maybe they've cleaned up their act, and that's great, but they are now setting out to launch a plant-based food line. So this is quite surprising, as well as in some ways disappointing, and then also in some ways hopeful. You have to look at the fact that they want in on this market, and why? Why? Because there's money to be made. So I'm just going through a couple articles here, and it says here Tyson Foods, the world's second largest processor and marketer of chicken, beef, and pork, is launching a plant-based protein line called Green Street. They're transforming from a company with a strong heritage in chicken to a modern food company that is challenging the industry status quo. This is what the president and CEO Tom Hayes said recently. Consumers expect more from food companies today, and we're up for the challenge. We're combining our size and scale with agility to make food people want to eat. That's driving our business and helping us deliver top-tier returns for shareholders. So, Green Street, which is going to launch later this year, is going to include, for the beginning anyway, a couple of like ready-to-eat bowls, and they're really apparently focused on meeting the demand from the public for plant-based protein. So the Green Street grab-and-go bowls will be 100% plant-based. Now you might remember that not too long ago, Tyson invested in Beyond Meat. And I remember at that time, there were a lot of people unhappy. They thought Beyond Meat sold out. Then we learned that they only got a 5% share of Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, they want to keep control of their product, and they're doing so well. Look at how TGI Fridays now has their burger on the menu across the country. I really think it's smart for Beyond Meat to not sell out. They're going to be expanding and making loads and loads of money in the future. Now, Tyson also invested in a company called Memphis Meats, which is a company that relies on cellular agriculture to grow meat from animal cells without the need for raising live animals. This is something I'll probably do a video about in the future. You know, I guess it's probably a good thing, but we'll see how that pans out. So, it also says that Tyson is backing talented entrepreneurs who are pioneering breakthroughs in food and food-focused technologies. Now, the One Green Planet also did an article about this, and they seem fairly happy. So, meat giant Tyson Foods is launching a line of plant-based protein bowls, and they said they're game for it. And the world's largest processor of marketer of chicken, beef, and pork. They say the largest. The other article says second largest, so I'm not sure. But the protein bowls seem like they're going to be focused on whole foods and very nutritious, and featuring ingredients such as quinoa, lentils, and chickpeas. So, what else? I mean, it says that I guess Tyson Foods is realizing that people want alternative proteins. And on a recent North Carolina public radio show, they talked about the growth of plant-based protein and, how they have, of course, invested in Beyond Meat. And if, in fact, it says here, going down a little bit in the article, Tyson is not the only company to venture into plant-based protein. Food giant Nestle recently acquired Sweet Earth Foods, and the major beef supplier Cargill, has been making strides, having recently teamed up with the plant-based company Purus, the largest producer of pea protein in North America. I didn't know about that. Ugh. Wow. Okay, so guys, this is shocking, but I said, there's also a major plus side to this. For every person who ever shook their finger in your face or made a comment to you on YouTube or on Twitter or on Facebook and said, being vegan is making no impact at all, you're never going to change the world, people are always going to eat meat. Well, they're wrong. And we know they're wrong. And that's not to say that people will stop eating meat altogether, but there's been a huge shift, especially in the last couple of years. When you see these big companies wanting a piece of the pie, you know there's major money to be made. It's no longer a fringe thing. It's no longer on the edge of the circle where, oh, we don't really have to entertain that. No, veganism has been creeping into the circle, getting closer and closer to the center. Whether it's people going vegan for health reasons, people who had heart attacks and realizing that a whole food plant-based diet is keeping them healthy, keeping them trim, or they are ethically vegan. There has been a huge shift. We got Ben & Jerry's vegan ice cream. We've got Haagen-Dazs now with vegan ice creams. We have plant-based cheeses that are so on point now. People are realizing it's easy to be vegan with these alternative products now, especially if you kind of want to stick to the standard American diet. Well, you can have your vegan cheese. You can have your vegan pizza. You don't have to just have your quinoa bowl, which I eat quinoa, love quinoa. It's great. And it's good that people at least will be healthier. So it says here that Tyson and these other giants are evolving with the current trends and giving consumers what they want: healthier, wholesome meals. And Tyson's "if you can't beat 'em, join 'em" attitude is certainly promising, considering the toll animal agriculture is having on the planet. So I also pretty much foresee that Tyson is going to take this a step further. Tyson is going to move beyond just providing these ready-to-eat bowls, and they're going to start trying to make their own fake meat products. I fully see them trying to emulate chicken and get like a piece of the pie, like how Gardein had that. They're going to have these innovators that they have try to work on maybe like a meatless crumble. This green street bowls, they're going to appeal to a lot of people, and they're going to be a nice healthy option. But the people who still want their chicken and who might go to like Beyond Meat for the meatless chicken, Tyson's going to want to compete with them too. So unless they buy out a smaller company that already has a vegan chicken option, they're probably going to try to invest in creating their own. And that's kind of what my gut tells me they're going to do. So guys, this is the news for now. And what do you think about this? This is pretty big news. As I said, I'm sort of shocked, but I'm also not. These companies see the writing on the wall. They see that people are getting healthier, happier, realizing they don't have to contribute to the slaughter of animals, whether it's the undercover videos that have helped some people go vegan, or just their health, or their concern for the planet. There's been a huge shift. So what do you think about companies like Tyson and Cargill, oh goodness, getting in on the plant-based market in this way? We want to always support companies like Beyond Meat and the ones who started this and who are putting out amazing meatless options, because they were the trendsetters. They're the trailblazers. But there's going to be a lot of competition in the future. And what do you think? Share your thoughts. How do you feel about this news? I look forward to hearing your comments in the video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.